How are you?
President William Ruto was today in Mukuru slums in Nairobi on an inspection tour of the ongoing affordable housing project. Ruto says the government will streamline the affordable housing program to make home ownership a reality for low-income earners.
Mukuru is the only place you pay to go to the toilet. You pay 170% for water that others are paying in Karen and Lavington. You pay more for electricity than in any part of Nairobi. And yet, these are the people who are the bottom of the pyramid. So, this project, the first priority of this project is to get the people living in Mukuru to come and live here.
Citing initial challenges that have stalled the completion of the project, the president asked for the legislation of the housing fund to be effected so as to allow for adequate funding of the project, as the current slum upgrading program was not sustainable.
Tumeleta housing fund bunge, ikachezewa karata mpaka haikufaulu. We are going to bring it back to parliament. And I want to ask my good members of parliament, it is the opportunity. In fact, the housing fund will give the government of Kenya the leverage to make sure that we can raise the money to provide mortgage for the ordinary people in Mukuru and every other part of Kenya to own a home.
Accompanying President Ruto was Labour CS Simon Chelgui, who noted that the National Social Security Fund, NSSF, needed to be improved so as to allow for an appropriate mortgage plan for those on the pension scheme.
The current contribution rates makes it difficult, Your Excellency, for the fund to invest in the right scale. It is therefore a national imperative for the new rates to be unlocked to allow the fund to play its rightful role, like similar funds in countries like Singapore.
President Ruto reiterated that the government was in talks with NSSF to see to it that Kenyans have access to a certain percentage of their savings so as to allow them to kick off their mortgage plans, adding that partnerships through both the private and public sector would have a ripple effect in general of spurring the economy.
Also worked with our pension schemes and made it possible that people saving in our pension schemes can have access to some of their savings so that they can put it up for home ownership. So the pension funds can now use for their pensioners some of the resources that have been saved by pensioners to be able to buy homes under our plan.
The president was accompanied by CS James Macharia, Farida Karone, Housing PS Charles Hinga, alongside Langata Member of Parliament Felix Odiwar, Embakasi Central Member of Parliament Benjamin Gathiru, and James Gakuya of Embakasi North.